Hi guys, it's Miss Magee. I know it's been a really tricky time and we haven't been able to go to school, so I haven't been able to see you guys. I did want to let you guys know I have been in contact with Miss Ferreira. She's been helping me out and sending me emails and letting me know what you guys are up to. I'm super sorry it's been this long since I was able to say hi or post a video or anything. I've been trying to get my school done as well and figure everything out. So since I have been chatting with Miss Ferreira, she has told me that you guys are working on learning how to read clocks and building clocks. So she has asked me to make a video to kind of show you guys how to make a clock, how to use it, and everything that we've got going on. So I went ahead and I made this clock. As you can see, we have two layers. So I have this outer one, which is green, and then I have the inside one, which is a yellowy color. So for this, to make this, we're just going to need two just normal pieces of paper. This is a good size, just like printer paper. I'm sure you guys have some of that. It doesn't have to be colored. I just wanted to make mine kind of colorful and fun. So two pieces of paper, and then we're going to need an extra piece of paper just so that we can trace out our big hand and our little hand. I just did the color white, but whatever color that you have at home and you want to use, feel free. I just traced these and did a little arrow. You don't even have to do the arrow. You could just do a little line, but we have to make sure, right, that one is a lot bigger than the smaller one, so that we know this is the big hand and this is the little hand. In the middle here, so that we're able to connect it, we normally use something that's called a brat, and you stick it in there, and then on the other side it would have two little metal things so that we could flatten it on the back so that it would stay. However, I didn't have that, so I was thinking, what can I use? So I thought about an earring. So hopefully someone has an earring at home, or maybe you could even use a little push pin and tape the back so that it doesn't poke your fingers or anything. Just something that you can hold on the back that will kind of hold the big hand and the little hand so that you can move it and change the time. I also added on here a little smiley. I put my name on it just so that I don't forget and that I know it's mine. For the circles, as you can see, we have an outside, which is a little bigger, and then we have the inside, which is a smaller circle. So for this, I was going around my house. It gave me something to explore and something to do. So I found a bigger circle for the outside, which is the green one, and I was able to trace it on here so that it was a pretty good picture of a circle. And then I found a smaller circle that I was able to trace. I used a cooking pan, and I flipped it upside down and I traced it. So that's an idea if you're looking for two different circles instead of just freehanding it, so that it looks like a big circle and it looks nice. So here's my clock. So as you guys can see, so on the inside I have my hour 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then we're back up to 12. I know it looks backwards in the picture because I'm showing it to you guys. I'm sorry. And then if we notice, I have some numbers on the top. I don't know why. Why do we think that I would have two sets of numbers? If we can think about it, I don't know. Why would I have two sets of numbers? So I decided to put at the top, so here's my 12, which aligns to 0, and then my 1 aligns to 5, and my 2 aligns to 10, my 3 aligns to 15, my 4 aligns to 20, and then all the way around until we get all the way back up to 55. So 12 having 0 seconds, and then, or 0 minutes, and then we go to the hour of 1, and now I have 5. So I did this so that it can help me. So I know that between 12 and 1 is 5 minutes. So this little chunk is 5 minutes. And then I know from 1 to 2, I have another little chunk from 5 to 10. So I know from 1 to 2, I have 5 minutes in between. And so now I'm also realizing that I'm counting by a pattern. Do you guys know the pattern that I'm thinking of? I have 0, 5, 10, 15, 20. Good, we are counting by 5s. So in between this one, 2 and 3 goes from 10 to 15. So that tells me that there's 5 minutes in between those two. What else do we notice? At the 6, which we know is half of my clock, I have 30 minutes, which is down at the bottom. And if I keep going, if I keep going all the way up, I'm back at 12, which is 0, or a whole hour, which is a long time. So I made you guys this little clock so that we can practice our numbers, and also just to kind of get familiar with how to move it, how to move the ones, or how to move the big hand and the little hand. So if it's 12 o'clock, I'm going to have both my big hand and then my little hand pointed at 12. So hopefully this clock is able to help you guys out and help you kind of visualize the big hand and the little hand and how there's 5 minutes through each number so that it's easier to count through the clock to figure out the time. I'm super excited to be joining your guys's your meeting face to face every day at 1. I'm really excited to see your guys' faces. And hopefully you guys don't have any troubles building this and you're able to kind of be creative and find new things and just really figure it out. Thank you.